It's time to find out who's the best cook,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing it's not gonna be easy.
I came across a KFC establishment today,
Huh.
so I have a better chance of beating you.
Huh?
Get ready, JJ.
Whoa!
So, let's start climbing our ladders already. And tonight's gonna be something interesting, because we're gonna have to cook food for the villagers right in the middle of these stairs.
Whoa.
That's something we've never done before.
But in addition to cooking, we're gonna have to pass all sorts of tests.
Yes!
So careful, JJ. You might fall down, although you already did. Just be thankful it's still a little high. But at the end of the stairs,
Huh?
it's best not to fall at all.
You're right. I better not make that mistake again. And by the way, I think there's only so many trials to begin with. There won't be any traps closer to the restaurants,
Oh.
so it's all about getting through it.
It's a good thing my trials are a little easier than yours.
Whoa!
Because I sure as hell couldn't jump over a log. All I have to do is get through the marbles. And don't you think we're all going a little fast?
Mhm. You're right. We're getting pretty good at this.
Yep,
It's probably because we've been up and down these stairs more than once. And by the way, I don't think we should be competing this time. We'll
Seriously?
just do it together.
I really like your idea. And let's hurry up and get up that flight deck. We've got 2 places ahead of us. And that means it's time to make burgers for the villagers.
Yes!
I hope there's a recipe inside.
Don't worry. I'm sure there'll be recipes. After all, we're not chefs who know everything by heart. And I think there are quite a few villagers. So we're gonna have to make more than one
way.
burger to feed everyone.
It's amazing that even I have a line. And I thought I'd be able to skip this assignment quickly. But I ended up having to make 3 burgers.
Oh.
I assume you have the same amount.
All right, it's time to start cooking.
Yeah.
There's a recipe on top, so I just need to combine everything in there in the right order. That's a job I can definitely handle. And then I can keep climbing.
You're not gonna believe this,
Huh?
but I have literally all the ingredients.
Okay, I think I have all my groceries. So now all I have to do is put everything in the right order. Raw meat won't do though, so I need to roast it.
Huh.
Good thing you can do that here too.
JJ, how's it going in there?
Hey!
I thought I was gonna have trouble cooking, but as it turns out, I'm already assembling my first burger. So I guess you're doing it at my speed too. Probably faster though.
You're right. I'm just about to finish my first burger too.
Whoa!
And you know, it's supposed to be really good. If there's any left over, I want to make one for myself.
Really?
I still want to know what these villagers eat.
I don't think we have enough time for that. So let's get ready and move on to the stairs.
Okay, that's it.
Booyah!
3 burgers ready. And that means it's time to give them to the villagers and move on up the hill. Mikey, do you think there'll be any more missions like this along the way? I really enjoyed making the burgers.
I'm done too, so we can move on
Yes!
together. And I'm sure we'll have more cooking to do. But for now, we need to get the example right. And I'm sure I'm gonna have a problem with that. What am I supposed to do?
I believe you can do it. Just wait and think a little longer. And it looks like we're gonna have another trial now. So we need to get through them quickly and get to the next place.
Just don't get too far ahead of yourself. I want us to go through it all at the same time, though. And by the way, I think I'm ready to get out of here.
Whoa!
It's not as hard as I thought it would be.
Well, that's great. I told you you could do it.
Yep.
Why'd you throw a chicken at me? I could have jumped back in fright.
Well, that's it. The test is over.
Booyah!
And by the way, you can come down and get your money. I was in there longer, so I did it all at once.
Whoa!
I feel like that money might come in handy down the road.
Mikey told the truth. There's a lot of money here, so I'm gonna take it and move on. And we can try to see what we're gonna have to cook at the next place. If the first step was burgers, the next step might be fries.
JJ, we have a bit of a problem.
What the?
From a distance, it looked like we could just make it to those buildings. But as it turns out, there's a staircase missing on her. So we're gonna have to do it ourselves.
Yes!
It's a good thing there's wood.
It really will be quite easy to do, because with a tree I can make a lot of blocks, and then getting up to the restaurant will be no problem at all. Just don't fall anywhere, because it's going to hurt.
By the way, if you think about it that way,
Huh?
my assignment was a little easier again. After all, I had to make ladders and just go upstairs, whereas you'd have to make the steps yourself and put them in front of you.
It's okay. I can do it. It's not so far away that I have to worry, but I really don't want to fall, so I'm going to be very careful putting the ladder up and climbing it.
Great! Who would have thought we'd get to the second challenge so quickly? And now our places look a little cooler, which means it's gonna be a lot easier to cook here. All right, let's get to
Yes!
work.
And I feel like I took the money for a reason.
What?
Because there's a villager at the entrance dressed like a McDonald's. So that's it. Now we can't have free food. It's a good thing Mikey told me where to get the money.
Have you noticed we're getting a lot more orders now? I thought we'd always do one thing, but now there are villagers who want fries and burgers at the same time. But if you think about it, we can make more money.
You're right. We don't know how much money we could use at the end of this ordeal, so we'd better prepare whatever the villagers ask for. There's enough for everyone anyway.
Yep.
All right, I think I have everything ready to start collecting orders. Oh, and don't forget the Coke. After all, some of the villagers want to buy it to wash down their food. Mikey, can you keep up with me in there?
Yeah, it's going really well for me too. So soon I'll be able to finish my orders and move on.
Yes!
That's it. I'm definitely all set now. So I have to give away all the food I made and collect the money for it. Who knew so many people went to McDonald's? And KFC too.
JJ, I've never seen my establishment have so many customers. It's probably because I have fresh produce. Now I understand why you always have a full house at restaurants.
It turns out that passing this lane is even good for you, because you can finally understand how to sell food the right way. And by the way, I'm almost done, so we'll be moving on soon.
Okay, I'm almost done too.
Booyah!
All I have to do is go up to the second floor and drop off a couple orders. And I've already figured out what I'm gonna do when we're done with this ordeal.
Yes!
I want to open my own KFC restaurant.
I didn't think you'd like it so much, but it's a really good idea.
Yep.
I just don't know how much longer we have to climb the stairs. It's time for the most enjoyable part at this restaurant, and that, of course, is the money. Since the orders were much bigger now, there should be more money, but I didn't think it would be that much.
Yeah.
Now I'm rich.
I can't believe I'm holding so much money. JJ, let's go upstairs already. I don't think there's any point in staying here any longer. Although I'd still work here for the money. But there's something bigger waiting for us.
You're right. We should go all the way to the end.
Yep.
And I think we can get more money at the third restaurant. The most important thing is that we have enough money to get in, because I don't want to miss the challenge.
But be prepared to have another obstacle in our way.
Yes.
And if you think about it, it's a lot easier than it was in the beginning. So we don't even have to stop here.
No.
I thought it was gonna be hard.
You know, I wouldn't say that if I were you.
What?
Because we don't know what's ahead of us. And there's obviously something in these chests that'll help us cook. Except, I don't know what the orders are gonna be this time.
I think we're going to have to prepare whole boxes for villagers. We can't have anything else in our buildings. And by the way, I think this will be the last restaurant. Do you think we should take the money?
You'd better take it just in case. And I see you're having some trouble in there? Well, you try to get to your place as fast as you can, because I don't want to start this mission alone.
Don't worry, I'm already here.
Booyah!
And I think there are more villagers. And they have some very interesting orders. I didn't know KFC made soup. JJ, is that the same for you? Looks like it's a new one.
I think the most important thing is to do what they ask.
Whoa!
There's a reason we were given these soups before the trial even started. And once we get everyone's orders in, we can see what's next.
Hopefully we'll have a mission together. So JJ, I'm all set.
Booyah!
All that's left is to put the boxes in front of the villagers and I'll be free. I take it you're done too. So let's move on.
Yes!
I think this is where it gets interesting.
Sure, let's go quickly. But I have more bad news for you. We're going to have to make an example of each other. And I realize it's very simple, but you might have a problem. So think carefully.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've had a lot of luck this time after all. So I can just pick random answers and I won't fall. Well, at least I hope so.
All right, well, I'll trust you not to fall. I did fall. I warned you.
JJ, I think we're almost to the end. We're not going up the stairs anymore. Did we really get through everything that was in here so fast? No, there's obviously a way to get to another location.
Don't worry, Mikey. It's not over yet.
Really?
We just need to build the portals that will take us to the second part of this staircase. And that's where we can get to the end.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Okay, well, portals aren't that hard. So I'll make it so I can teleport safely. And by the way, do you think we have a lot of traveling to do?
What
I
the?
think we're getting pretty close to the finish line.
I can't answer that question for you yet, but I do know that we're definitely more than halfway through, which means the final mission is coming up very soon. But we still have to get there.
Let's activate our portals as quickly as possible and jump in.
Yes!
And I love that you need a KFC burger to activate it. JJ, we should have tried a food swap. And now it's time for us.
Mikey, we did it! We still managed to get to the second part of those stairs. And from what I can see, there's going to be a lot of challenges again. What am I supposed to do? I can just walk through where there's water.
JJ, it's a trap.
Ow.
I've fallen for such an ordeal before, and even water can do damage in it. So you have to be careful to check what doesn't do damage and go that way.
Whoa.
If anything, the lava should be a cold read.
Who'd have thought there'd be a trap like this? But in the end, it's not that hard to get through. So I just have to focus and find the right passage. Mikey, what's your trap?
Actually, I'm going through exactly the same ordeal as you. I just don't think long enough and rely on my gut. And you know what? I've never been wrong. I hope it continues to be the same.
I can't believe Mikey's testing faster than me. I guess I've been a little too relaxed. On the other hand, we're not competing today.
Hey.
Now we have a lot of cobwebs to get through. And it's a good thing they at least gave us swords. Because without them, it would have taken us a couple days to get to the end of this mission. This way, it'll be pretty quick.
I'm already very curious about what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Although it would be better if the trials ended altogether and we could just do what we want. Wait, is this a boat race? That's more interesting.
I'd suggest you do a little race, but it's too short a distance. So we'll just go as fast as we can. And if you look closely, you can see the other trials
Whoa.
and even the bridge that connects us.
I wonder why make a bridge at all if we don't have to cross it.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I could set a trap for Mikey, but I'd have to go a lot faster than him to do it.
Wow.
Well, I can at least try.
Look, we're getting into real survival mode now. And I understand that by mining resources, we need to get a certain item. And judging by the obsidian wall, we need a diamond pickaxe.
Yes.
All right, let's get to work, JJ.
So, basically, I can try to outrun him. To do
Yep,
that,
yep, yep.
I need to get resources faster than him from the start. And the key item would be a burger. And we both know I can make one a lot faster than Mikey.
Hey, it's a good thing we were shown how to make a burger many times before we started this challenge. Because if it wasn't for those recipes, I wouldn't know what to do now. I might even try and outrun you.
Mikey, you can't make a burger faster than me.
Really?
I'm already one step ahead of you. And how convenient that this place has everything you need to make a burger. So I just have to put it all together and then combine it into one.
Are you sure there's enough here? I can't find bread for some reason. Come to think of it, I could make it. I just have to gather the wheat. That's why there's a little patch of herbs and plants.
All right, Mikey doesn't stand a chance against me. After all, I've already made bread, but Mikey's just figuring out what to make it out of.
Whoa.
Now that I have everything I need, it's time to make a burger.
JJ, did you get everything for the burger yet? You got it too fast. But you're gonna wait for me, right? I don't want to go through this alone. Besides, we've always waited for each other before.
Of course I'll wait for you, Mikey. I'm not really interested in going on alone either, but I'll dig my way through so I don't have to work so hard and just rest.
Looks like you're all set. You certainly got the pickaxe very quickly.
Yes.
And by the way, don't you think it would be easier to break the blocks next to the obsidian instead of the obsidian? They're not as strong after all.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can get through faster.
That's it. Now I'm ahead of Mikey.
Whoa.
And since it's gonna take him a while to break down the wall, I can set a trap for him. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep,
So
yep.
it's time to start building.
Hey, where'd you go? I thought we agreed you were gonna wait for me. And I don't think there's gonna be any more restaurants where we have to cook again. By the way, I'm almost done with the pickaxe.
Whoa.
So I'll be there soon.
Don't worry, I didn't go anywhere.
Seriously?
It's just that there's a lot of interesting stuff here, so I want to see it all. But I'm not taking anything away, so as soon as you can get through the wall, I'll show you around too.
All right, because I was starting to worry you were gonna take everything on my stairs.
What the?
You know, I was starting to think you were setting a trap for me, but then I realized you didn't have the right blocks.
It's a good thing Mikey doesn't know that the chest contained everything he needed to set the trap. I don't think he would have realized that. Now he's getting a really cool gift from me, just as long as he doesn't realize.
Yes.
I still don't know how you got through this ordeal so quickly. Maybe you cheated a little. That's okay though. I'm graduating too.
There you are, Mikey. I've got a present for you, and I think you're gonna like a whole bunch of zombies. Anyway, I was too bored to climb the stairs, so I thought I'd throw you down the stairs at least once. You're gonna be okay, right?
JJ, I won't forgive you for this.
Whoa.
How could you throw me down? It's going to take me a long time to get to you, but at least I don't have to take any more tests.
Yes.
So I'll be there soon, but you just keep going. Well, let's see what's in store for us.
What the?
And my God, I can't believe my eyes. This man is huge, and I think if we're gonna win, we're gonna have to feed him. Are you ready to make the biggest burger of your life?
I can't believe it's that big. Well, we should be able to do what he wants, but it's gonna be a lot of work. To make a burger like that, we're gonna have to build it out of blocks.
Really?
And I hope it's delicious.
That's it. We're almost there. All we have to do is add the patty and the tomato, and put a bun on top of the burger. And then hopefully we'll be able to feed this hungry man, although he doesn't look it.
How good what you cook for me smells. If you don't leave this burger, I'm gonna eat you too. It'll probably taste even better that way.
My God, how can he say something like that? But anyway, we're almost done. So if you could just wait a little bit. As soon as it's ready, we'll tell you, and you can eat it.
What a beautiful burger we made.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't even want anyone to eat it. I mean, why else would we need food? So let's make this person the best dinner ever.
That's it. Your burger's ready. We wish you a pleasant appetite. Mikey, I think this is definitely the end. We passed all the tests and defeated the boss. So should we go down to the demolition derby now?
I'm really wondering how he's gonna eat a burger like that.